You're here. Early. Stay exactly where you are. There. A suitable degree of grandiosity, but not too formal. And now... the pièce de résistance. On an occasion like this, I think it's only fitting for me to do a special, I ought to have baked a cake, but in these difficult times, a suit will have to do. I can see that a little act of grooming has set you at your ease. But too much would terrify, undermine. I can offer you some tea. No, I can't. There isn't any. But there should be a biscuit somewhere. They wouldn't dream of looking there. If I can't trust them with a biscuit, how can I trust them with secrets? Oh, and by the way, if you would be so kind as not to eat the biscuit, I would be very grateful. I only have one. I'd like to get more, but, well, I don't have the space, as you can see. Oh, and speaking of which, I'm sorry if it doesn't look quite like the rooms you saw in the photographs that you might have seen. I've been doing a bit of tidying. But the features are essentially the same. I always thought it wasn't worth changing it all, bringing stuff in, tearing the ground up only for the next person to come along and, well, rip it out. Of course, when you start here, it'll all be different. But then, just had a funny thought. You are you, aren't you? I mean, you're not just someone who crept in from the street, or a cleaner who wandered in. Someone who doesn't know, someone who hasn't read the brief. Oh my. No. Let's unpack this. Primarily, you do not have any cleaning implements, and secondarily, you have not made any attempt to clean. Of course, things might have changed. I find it hard to catch up, but no. I think on balance, I think you are who you say you are. And if you're not, the possibilities are terrifying. But then, isn't that what makes it so exciting? Well, I feel that I can call you you. That's alright, isn't it? Yes. You have led me down an unnecessary tangent, and we must get to business. Come. have waited ever such a long time for this. I started years ago. At first I didn't know what I was doing. It took me months to work out what my responsibility was here, which is to take the secrets of humankind and store them here, keep them secure, stop the clutching hands of the stupid from getting hold of them. For the first year and a half, I just wandered round the room. I didn't understand the significance of... Can you imagine that? Just thinking that this was all there was. A lesser man than myself would have gone absolutely balmy. And now you're at an advantage. With this little induction we have going here. Oh, but I'm worried that I can't teach you everything you need to know in the little time that we have. And I'm worried that there's no guarantee that you'll remember it when the time comes. Of course, it could be years away. I hope, for my sake and for yours, that it is, but one never knows. I also wonder whether those people down there, downstairs, might find out what's in here. They covet what I have in here. They covet it, but they don't understand it. How could they? They live in a world, their own little world of fantasy and make-believe, of painted masks and hot lamps. How could they possibly grasp this? There is no make-believe here. I wish I could spend all my hours up there, but it's not practical. They'd come in, they'd notice, they'd suspect. But if I go out at night, then there can't be anything of value in here, can there? Security is paramount. Yes, the responsibilities are onerous, but there are certain perks. The treating facility. Flushing. Oh, that's my paint there that you can see. It's not a responsibility of yours, you don't have to worry. Just a little thing of mine. One day I might do something with it, but for now, from time to time I just take out a can, open it, stare at it. Sometimes I like to mix the colours. When you came in, I was just... The swirls, the patterns that it makes. It's hypnotic. It's like most of this stuff here. Part hobby, part shower. So this is my shower here. I'd rather you didn't use it. You can use the one at the end, the far one. I'm not being funny, I'm not being possessive, it's just, well... I know we should share. Don't you know there's a war on? Don't worry, there's not a war on. And I know that when you come here, I won't be... Well, I won't be... Well, it won't matter. But I hope that you... I just hope that, out of respect, it's my shower. Now, where was I? Sometimes, I like to look my best. I wouldn't dream of going up there without a tie. I warn you, sometimes it can get a little hot, but these days I don't notice. I feel like a builder from the 1930s eating his lunch on a skyscraper beam. Being a pioneer lacks glamour, but it gives one a certain sense of invincibility. It's probably what'll do for me in the end. Well, shall we? The human race. Amazing, isn't it? When I first started, I would spend hours just staring up here at the black. Every human memory, every event in human history, every mystery in human civilization solved. Was it Nero that started the fire that burned Rome? How did Hitler die? Was it cyanide or was it a bullet? What do the words to MacArthur Park actually mean? It's unimaginable. Knowledge. And that's it. That's it all. Literally. That's all the universe, and that's all of this. It's all up to you to figure it out now. I can't help. It is a journey of personal discovery. Think of it as the most incredible credit for your CV. But don't forget that a librarian is not paid to read the books. All minds. Well, I must go. Time is running along. Stay here after I go. Wait here for a few minutes. It wouldn't be done for us to be seen leaning together. Because then they'd know about us, and where would that leave you? So, I'll see you in, well, I won't see you, will I? Shall we say 30 years? Good luck. Don't forget about the shower thing. I know it seems petty, but it's the principle of the thing. Goodbye.